I have 10 huge Prime Day predictions plus tips to score you the most deals this Amazon Prime Day 2020. Welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, I don't get out much and I have few friends other than the wonderful people that have subscribed. If you like this type of content, give this video a thumbs up. And if you guys do subscribe with your notifications turned on, you will lock in the best Prime Day deals before anyone else, including on Prime Day itself, when I release a couple of videos to actually steer you toward the best savings updated hourly. So before I get into the predictions, a reminder, I am an Amazon insider. I do contract with Amazon to host programming for them live. I'm not an employee. This is not a sponsored video. I'm not their mouthpiece. I'm going to tell you as a consumer advocate and to help you get the most bang for your buck, what makes the most sense for you this Prime Day. And I'm going to put my box down. Let's begin with prediction number one, and this is going to be the biggest Prime Day ever in terms of traffic. Now, I don't think it's going to be the biggest Prime Day in terms of spending. Times are tough right now and we're all hurting. And this might not be the year we're all running out to buy massive screen 4K televisions, but this is a time where we're going to be purchasing necessities. Amazon and other retailers understand that, and they are shifting their focus toward things for pet owners and parents like me. So this is going to be a very different Prime Day, but I think it is going to be the largest in terms of actual transactions, just based on the fact that people really need a good deal. What they're purchasing, though, will be completely different than any Prime Day in the past. Prediction number two, Prime Day will be amazing for the economy. And that's because you've got stores like Walmart and Target that are also hosting competitive sales all at the same time. So that's great for the consumer and that's also great for the economy. And some people might say that's just true for these evil giants, big box retail, but it's actually true. A lot of small businesses sell and advertise their products on platforms like Amazon, Target, Walmart. So you can actually support small and local business despite the fact that they have to pay a lot of their transaction fees to some of the larger companies on Prime Day. So that's really important to note, which brings me to prediction number three. Oh, and by the way, when is Prime Day 2020? It's October 13th and 14th. And for those of you that are not aware, I know you might have heard that it starts at midnight. It starts at midnight Pacific Standard Time. So not midnight East Coast, 3 a.m. East Coast time, midnight PST is when Prime Day begins, and it is a full 48-hour event, and I will, of course, be participating in the live coverage of it. But anyhow, what I was trying to say before I cut myself off is pricing will be nearly disposable on Amazon Echo products on Prime Day. That includes savings of $40 on the Echo Show 5. This is obviously going to drop lower than the price you see on your screen, but this is going to drop by $40 as one of the examples. Fire TV sticks, I anticipate will be under 30 bucks. And we sometimes see crazy things right around that $24 price point for singular Echo devices. This is an attempt for Amazon to embed itself in your household, which means if you have Echo devices, you're likely to spend more money on other Amazon products. They don't mind giving you the hardware, considering that you then rely upon further on the Amazon Alexa voice service. And things like the Fire TV, like this 43 HD TV, will be $179 on Prime Day, which is an incredible deal for the HD version. The 4K version will be $199 for a Toshiba 43-inch TV. That is amazing. Prediction number four is that Amazon will make some deals seem better than they actually are. And it's not really false advertising, but it is something that you need to keep in mind when you are shopping on Amazon. And by the way, guys, if you do subscribe to my YouTube channel, this is the type of information I dispense on a regular basis. If you guys look at this Ring security system, that's $249 for the 8-piece second gen system, just as an example. When you add the Echo Dot, the free Echo Dot, it will quote you a price of $299 down to a bundle price of $249 and a savings of $50. That's just not true. You're not saving $50. If you were to go and buy an Echo Dot right now, an Echo Dot is $39. $39 for one Echo Dot. In fact, Prime members get two for $39.98. But irrespective of that, it's $39 for an Echo Dot. So if you are getting a free Echo Dot, this should really say you're saving $39. And the bundle price would be $249 with a list price of $289. I know that's only $10 in difference, but this is the type of advertising and bundling you're going to see all over Prime Day. So please, if you are seeing something that's like a free Ring security camera and you're thinking, oh my goodness, I really need to buy this because I'm saving $90 today, you might actually be saving $30. So pay very close attention. Bundling is a very popular thing to do. not just from Amazon, but other retailers where you're convinced you're getting a better deal than you actually are because they create the list prices into the bundle and jack things up. That's not true. Keep that in mind on Prime Day. Prime Day prediction number 5 is that you will see better than Black Friday and Cyber Monday prices on Amazon Fashion. And if you guys are not aware, Amazon has some really high-end fashion. I'm, as you can tell, let's look at me for a second, not the most fashionable individual. And my tie sometimes looked like I had some type of severe issue when I put it on. I know that's a regular thing. But for people that are fashionable, like my hot wife, you will be amazed at what you can find on Amazon and just how low prices can go. And one of the great things about the Amazon fashion line is they're good for people of all sizes, plus sizes, curves, regular people that want to look very fashionable. There will be nearly disposable prices on the fashion line. One of the big things that Amazon is trying to push is its fashion brand and an awareness of it. And you will see this is just a huge focus of Prime Day 2020. I should also mention that the timing of Prime Day this year on October 13th and 14th is more substantial because when Prime Day is usually in July, you're getting it on a bunch of summer things that you might not be able to use for as long as a winter or fall release. The jeans, the sweaters, the jackets, there's more substantial savings when you are buying some of the heavier items versus how much you can save on a summer dress or a t-shirt. So this is really a year to focus on fashion if you need to stock up for you, your kids, or your family. For Prime Day prediction number 6, which is more of a reality now and also a tip to save, Prime Day will hardly just be about tech this year. And yes, we'll talk about Beats by Dre and all sorts of other huge deals tied to computers, laptops, Macs, but we're seeing some very aggressive storage offerings for Amazon Prime members and also for people who are learning from home, doing distance learning, running a small business, working from home. Things like buy a 100 gig plan and get 100 gig free is awesome. The savings on Audible is key, but there's also a focus on products that are made by Audible as well. There's going to be, I think, an Amazon 4-month Amazon Unlimited music subscription for $1. But the Shop Small focus this year, which I alluded to on how you can also support small businesses, all Prime members will get $10 to spend on small businesses on Prime Day. So if you spend $10, you get $10 for free. And this will also be a year of coupons and further savings to really take your cash a little bit further. It's also going to be a year, in my estimation, where there's not as much of a focus on Whole Foods. As you guys are not aware, Amazon owns Whole Foods, and I think rather than bringing herds and herds and herds of crowds into Whole Foods, by the way, Whole Foods is not a good way to save money if you're wondering. We'll talk about that another day. I also did videos on Aldi and how to save on groceries and Trader Joe's and things like that. But I don't think they're going to try and get rushes of people into Whole Food stores. That probably wouldn't be a great idea right now. And I don't think Whole Foods is going to bring additional savings. You're going to get better deals. Oh, I did a strange hand gesture. That means I'm getting excited and I'm awkward. You're going to get better deals by just simply asking your Amazon Echo Show or your Amazon Alexa voice service, what are the Prime Day deals? And having their mobile app and the additional alerts and the Prime early day stuff, which we'll get to in a moment, is all going to be catered to the individual shopping from home in front of a screen. Prime Day prediction number 7. This year, there will be a massive focus on home security. If you guys are not aware, Amazon owns Blink and Ring Home Security, and the types of deals you're going to see on both of these, almost competing and distinctly different lines. And of course, I'll have all of the deals. If you subscribe, I will hook you up before anyone else and ensure that you do get stock on these. But this is going to be a year where Amazon can really celebrate its monopoly, brand control of these respective lines. You're going to see on the Blink front, Blink mini indoor cameras. One will be $25. 2 for $50, which would regularly be $35 each, so that's huge. And bundles like getting an Echo Show 5 and a Blink Mini for $55 will be a reality. And on top of that, you're gonna have a lot of the independent home security brands that try to get involved on Prime Day, like Wisecam. I'm sure we'll have some really cool deals. And with home security will become nearly almost giveaway freebie pricing on smart home accessories that work with security cameras and other products like Casa and TP-Link and smart outlets and things that you can bundle with your Echo will all see massive price drops. Keep in mind too, for home networking, Amazon owns Mesh. We're going to see some crazy price drops if you are looking to upgrade your Wi-Fi. I actually recently did a video on how to upgrade your Wi-Fi and get faster speeds. So that's covered on my YouTube channel. But for the actual deals on the hardware, I will have you covered around the clock on Prime Day. Prime Day prediction number 8. This will be the least expensive and best time of the year. Wow, that is a heavy box. I am weak emotionally and physically, so I'm going to put it down to buy a Robovac. This is the time, better than Black Friday, better than Cyber Monday. And whether it's Roomba or Eufy or Cordy or Roborock, the savings that you will get on a Robovac, specifically on Prime Day, will be unlike anything we've ever seen. Usually on Prime Day, it's a huge focus. This year, more so than ever. Prime Day prediction number 9. You can only count on Apple for certain products on Prime Day, and Beats by Dre, just making sure I held the boxes properly, is an amazing grab on Prime Day 2020. You are going to see prices slashed all over the place on Beats by Dre deals of various models. You'll see some great iPad deals. You will not see any huge MacBook Pro or MacBook deals. You might see a few on the renewed line and some of the base levels, but don't get too excited about saving a lot of money on Apple computers. It's the Beats by Dre owned by Apple section in the iPads where we will see some nice deals. Some of the iPad accessories will also be reduced. And if you are looking for headphones and you don't want to deal with Beats by Dre, Bose will have some great savings on various models, and Sony will also be very aggressive on the headphone front. So keep that in mind. This is definitely the year of the headphone deal, and Prime Day, the #1 day in my estimation to make all of those grabs at the same time. And Prime Day prediction number 10 is that this year, specifically on Prime Day, Prime members will be treated better than ever and offered more early discounts and savings than ever before. And that's because this is a very different year. Keep in mind that with what's going on in the world right now, primarily what started affecting a lot of your Amazon shipments in March, Amazon Prime Day 2-day delivery went out the window. A lot of the inventory and warehousing that you've been expecting from Amazon over the course of your Prime membership kind of just got obliterated. And Amazon has received some negative PR, I'm sure, at different points, and they've got some unhappy customers. And this is a year for them to change that. And I think there's going to be a massive focus on the Prime member. And with that being said, I would use the free 30-day trial to enjoy the benefits of Prime over Prime Day. Even if you cancel, you're welcome to use my link. In fact, actually, I would love if you would use my link because it's an affiliate link, which means I will benefit if you do use the link that I've placed under this video description box. But sign up, use that free 30-day trial. You're gonna unlock additional savings and discounts even if you don't continue the Prime membership beyond Prime Day, but that will unlock savings. And I do believe that Amazon is going to do everything in its power, not speaking on behalf of the company, but this is my supposition, to reward the customer unlike anything on Prime Day. It's a celebration of itself. It's a very self-focused, egotistical holiday. And I always find it so funny when Walmart is making a sale because it's essentially them celebrating Amazon's sale as well. But it's great for the customer. Keep in mind too, if you love or hate Prime Day or love or hate Amazon, Amazon is a marketplace. They are the merchant. And while they will aggressively reduce all of their own products, there's millions of resellers that use Amazon as their platform, kind of like Amazon becoming the shopping mall. So Prime Day can be good or bad based on how you shop. I would love to be your guide because with all of the merchants that represent Amazon having their own little Prime Days and own little sales, not all of it is actually going to be a great purchase. There's items to avoid, there's things I would buy and wouldn't buy, and I would love to help you save as much cash as humanly possible. So to make this the best Prime Day yet, subscribe to this channel, turn your notifications on. There's a little bell, click on it. If you turn your notifications on, when I am uploading content on Prime Day and updating my lists around the clock, you will get the alerts. I won't spam you. I'll make sure that you save as much cash as humanly possible. So happy Prime Day in advance, or just happy saving money. Make this about you. Don't make this about Amazon. And if you have a comment or any type of insider information that you want to share, please help the other subscribers and viewers of this channel. I love you. Bye-bye.